Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Monday night, Mafia Monday. Let's get a little bit further down the road. Let's read another scene out of the first novel that I wrote, tentatively called California Gangsters. It's about the Los Angeles Syndicate. There's lots of stuff about New York, lots of stuff about Chicago. This is about Los Angeles. Our main character, Simon Castro, just committed his first murder. He's trying to make his bones. He's trying to impress his family. He comes from a mafia family. You can go watch last Monday's episode. We did a little of a filter on the video that I don't think worked out, and I won't do that again. I tried to make it black and white, and I have a photo editing or a video editing program, and the preview didn't look like the final result. It looked a little blurry and washed out, so it is what it is. Let's just get into this. Oh, how do we usually start off? Get ourselves in the mood. I don't have any pistols with me, but I do have, this thing is awesome. I wish this was real. This is a little machine gun. I wish this was real. It even has little bullets. But this is actually a lighter. So set your mood right. Let's get into some mob stories. I sped off into the night, taking random turns as Frank always wanted me to do, going in circles. We escaped the gunfire and any possible cops who might have been on the way. That's the great thing about a city like Los Angeles. A few blocks and you might as well be a million miles. The tall buildings of downtown got smaller in our rearview mirror as we headed back to the west side. I had the pistol still clutched in my hand. I put the gun in my waistband and Frank asked me, "So what happened up there, kid? You have to tell me everything. You have to debrief." I told him, "Well, I went up there to shoot him, and you forgot to tell me that there were 2 apartments, so I finally found the dude and I shot that motherfucker. I killed both of them. They're dead." Frank quickly replied, "Who's them?" "Who else was up there, Simon? What the fuck are you talking about?" I felt stupid for letting that slip out, so I had to come clean. I said, "You see, Frank, there were 2 doors up there, like I told you, not just one. You messed up. I knocked on the wrong door first, and this old Chinese woman answered. Then the other door swung open, and it was the fucking dude you wanted me to take out. So, long story short, I shot both of them. It's an ugly scene up there, lots of blood and brains on the floor. I didn't step in none of it." Frank looked at me and then laughed. He replied, "So let me get this straight. You murdered a poor, helpless old Chinese woman? Is that what you're telling me, kid?" I said, "Yes. I mean, who cares? You said they were the enemy, right? She was looking right at me. She saw the whole thing. I had to kill her, Frank." Frank asked, "Is that all that happened? Did you kill any babies or kill any puppies on your way down?" I said, "Well, you see that bag I threw in the back?" Frank turned around and looked at the bag. He took it into his hands. I said, "That was under the dude's bed and it looked like something good, so I grabbed it. You know, finders keepers." Frank said, "Stop the car. Pull over right here." I pulled over, making a turn into an alleyway behind an office building. I came to a screeching halt. Frank turned to me with a serious look and said, "Who told you to take anything from up there? Did I tell you to go up there and kill a Chinese woman and rob the place? I said bluntly, look, Frank, I gave up an NFL salary and a possible sponsorship for this life. A life that I didn't choose, but one that you and my father wanted me to live. I'm a college graduate from USC. None of you are. What sort of gangster lives with his damn parents, Frank? I live with my parents. Tell me that. You control my whole life. You think I'm doing this for free? When I gave up millions? I'm not shooting people for pizza, Frank. I took that shit fair and square, so fuck you. My uncle sat in the darkness, staring at me with a mean look on his face for a very long and uncomfortable minute. And then he burst into laughter. He replied, first of all, from now on, you're not allowed to rob the people that we send you to whack. That is not how we operate. You just kill them and leave. Capiche, you understand? You kill them and leave. Secondly, Simon, guys in your position don't usually make anything. Think of this stage of your career like an internship. Everyone has to start somewhere. We got big plans for you. You're going to be on top of the world at some point, but you have to be patient. If you're lucky, you'll join the syndicate and even have a seat at the board of directors, like your grandfather. Here's what I can do. I'm going to turn this bag of jewelry into money. Minus my cut, of course. Simon, make sure you don't tell anybody else, not your father, not anybody, about this bag. This jewelry that you took is just between me and you, and this is a one-time deal. He dumped the bag out into his lap. A massive, tangled-up bundle of what looked like some of the most amazing gold necklaces and bracelets that I had ever seen came pouring out. Frank laughed at the booty like a pirate, and he said, look at this haul, kid. You got lucky. I'll cash in on this tonight. This is more than enough money for you to move out of your parents' house if you're worried about that. I replied, okay, but don't forget about me. I'm sick of living with my family. My dad's up my ass all the time, especially now that I'm with the family, with you guys. Frank stuffed the jewelry into the bag and tossed it back into the back seat of the Cadillac. He asked me, so how do you feel about that hit? I mean, now you're a man. Do you feel any different? I was looking out of the window at the lights of the city going by as I was driving, and I told him, no, not really. For a second or two, right after I shot the guy and was about to finish him off, I felt like it was a moment of zen. I actually enjoyed it. I think I'm good at killing people, but I'm not good at being broke. Make sure you don't forget about giving me my cut of that money. I pulled out into traffic, and we drove back over to Beverly Hills. Frank replied, okay, killer, I won't forget, don't shoot me. I really did enjoy killing both of those people. It was fun. I looked forward to doing it again and thought about the many different ways that I could possibly end a person's life. The Rolling Stones song Painted Black came on the stereo. As I glanced over the hills, I played a game in my head with every person I saw on the street. I imagined a different way to kill each one. I didn't say a word to Frank and was completely off in my own little fantasy world, smiling like the Joker. I'm thinking fondly about death. Let's stop here. We'll continue with the next scene next Monday. Thanks for watching.